Welcome back to MyTech Reviews. This year we've seen the release of some of the most important phones, the Samsung Galaxy S6 and the Note 5, the iPhone 6s, and the new Nexus lineup, the 6P and the 5X. But one of particular smartphones this year caught my eye at the time of its release, the new Moto X Style. Mixing a stylish body with a pure Android experience to me proves a great recipe for a great phone. This phone starts at a very attractive $399 in the USA for the base model, with the price going up for different configurations. Personally, getting the 32GB edition, I paid around $450 here in Australia. Now onto the design and physical aspects of the device. The phone comes with a grippy soft touch feel on the back lined with grooves, which make it very easy to hold the phone, unlike some of the other flagship phones released this year. Still on the back, there's always the traditional Motorola dimple, but this time with a bar, and this provides a comfy position to rest your index finger while using the phone. A fairly noticeable change from last year is the flash, which has moved from the fancy flash ring to a simple dual LED below the camera. Speaking of camera, this phone has received a bump up to 21 megapixels on the rear, now using a Sony sensor to capture those brilliant photos at a very high resolution. Now, looking at the sides, we find the SIM card and the microSD tray. Yes, you heard me right. MicroSD. It's 2015. We've finally got expandable storage. Next to that is the standard 3.5mm headphone jack. Rotating the phone, we find the textured power button with smooth rockers behind it. The texture on the home button helps you feel whether you're pressing the right button, a very helpful addition to someone moving from top power button phones. Despite this, I still find myself occasionally turning the phone off or trying to turn up the volume in a video. On the bottom side is the micro USB charging plug, capable of quick charging a phone in less than an hour. This means there's no fancy USB Type-C on the bottom, being both a good and a bad thing. Finally, onto the front of the phone, we find two front-facing speakers. I'd never used front-facing speakers before these, but I assure you, you won't look back after using the front-facing speakers. The camera on the front uses a 5 megapixel sensor with an LED flash next to it. Honestly, the camera isn't that good on the front, but it would pass for taking a quick selfie given the opportunity. If you want to see the full camera review of this phone, I'll be releasing it later, so stay subscribed. The phone also uses 3 IR sensors to flash the time and notifications when you swipe your hand over it. The screen on the phone is a beautiful 1440p or Quad HD display, providing excellent viewing angles and crystal clear photos. Motorola switched back to LED LCD from an AMOLED for the display type, with my guess being to bring the price down below $400. Now to the internals. This phone runs off a Snapdragon 808 and a hexa-core GPU, with 32GB of memory, expandable up to 128GB of microSD storage and 3GB of RAM. On Geekbench, this phone scored 125A in the single-core score and 3560 in the multi-core score, making it sit among some of the most high-end flagship phones from Apple, Samsung and LG. This phone supports Bluetooth 4.1 and NFC to go with it, making it a great wireless experience with many peripherals like headphones and speakers. In addition to these cool features, we have the phone being water resistant, which is not to be confused with waterproof. Now to possibly the deal breaker for some and the deal maker for others. The battery on this phone is not a standout feature, though it does usually last a day and ended up about 25 to 35%. Meaning that it would die around lunch the next day. This probably means you'll get a day out of it, which most of us expect from a phone made in 2015. The software on this phone is clean, running a near-stock Android experience, with just a few of Motorola's additions, like Moto Voice, where you can call on your phone from sleep under your own name for it. Moto Active Display, a service that will flash notifications on your phone without fully turning the screen on when you activate it by swiping your hand over the screen, and some other handy Moto gestures, like double twisting your phone twice to open the camera, and other features like that. The phone will do all the things that Nexus phones do, like swiping to the left to find Google Now and things like that. All that we know from Android Lollipop. Motorola's main software features are good, but the real part comes in the stock build. Being nearly stock, it is very fast for updates to come, and Marshmallow's just arriving in a few weeks for me. Overall, this is a great phone and well worth the bargain of the price it's sold for. If you ever get the chance to buy one, don't hesitate. I'm sure it'll be worth it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to watch the full camera review. Please like this video and subscribe to see more tech videos.